Welcome to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. This is a podcast where we explore Taiwan's technology ecosystem, its startups, its economic shifts, and how all of that connects to global innovation and geopolitics. I'm your host, White Shoe. Today, I want to talk about something that looks like a technical disagreement on paper, but actually reveals a much deeper misunderstanding about Taiwan's economy. Over the past few months, forecasts for Taiwan's 2025 GDP growth have been all over the place. The IMF projects growth of around 2.9 to 3.7%. Taiwan's own government puts the number closer to 4.5%. And the Asian Development Bank is even more optimistic at above 5%. That's not a rounding error. That's a gap of more than 2 percentage points. Unusually large for an economy of Taiwan's size. So what's going on here, eh? Today's episode is about why these forecasts diverge so sharply, and why the answer has very little to do with spreadsheets, and everything to do with how you understand the AI multiplier effect. Chapter 1. The forecast gap isn't about numbers. At first glance, it's tempting to think this is just a technical modeling issue. Different assumptions, different datasets, different economists. But that explanation doesn't go far enough. Because when forecasts diverge this much, what's really happening is not a disagreement over data. It's a disagreement over how the economy actually works. The IMF tends to look at Taiwan through a very traditional lens. Exports, capital expenditure, trade cycles. From that perspective, AI looks like a powerful but concentrated investment wave, mainly benefiting a small number of exporters. Taiwan's local economists, however, see something very different. They don't see an AI sector. They see an AI economy taking shape. And that distinction matters more than most people realize. Chapter 2. What the AI multiplier effect really means. To understand this gap, we need to talk about the multiplier effect without turning this into an economics lecture. The multiplier effect simply means this: an initial investment doesn't stop where it begins. It spreads, compounds, and reinforces itself across the economy. Imagine a surge in AI-related demand. A semiconductor company expands capacity. That expansion triggers new orders for components, equipment, and cooling systems. Those suppliers hire more engineers and technicians. Higher employment leads to higher wages. Higher wages lead to more consumption and tax revenue. And that revenue gets reinvested, starting the cycle again. $1 doesn't stay $1. It moves. Now here's the critical part. AI amplifies this effect more than previous technology waves. Why? Because AI spans hardware, infrastructure, and services simultaneously. And Taiwan happens to sit at the center of all three. Chapter 3. Why Taiwan's AI multiplier is different. This is where external observers often underestimate Taiwan. In many countries, AI supply chains are fragmented across borders. Design in one place, manufacturing in another, assembly somewhere else, services offshore. Taiwan is different. Here, the entire AI value chain exists within a tightly integrated ecosystem. Advanced chips, AI servers, components and cooling, data centers, cloud infrastructure, analytics and AI services. Much of it happens on the same island, with dense industrial linkages. That means AI investment in Taiwan doesn't just boost exports. It strengthens domestic employment. It raises wages. It accelerates reinvestment. This is why local institutions believe AI investment will spill over far beyond a narrow group of exporters. They're not modeling an investment wave. They're modeling a self-reinforcing system. Here's the key insight. The disagreement between the IMF and Taiwan's economists isn't about optimism versus pessimism. It's about perception. The IMF sees a wave. Taiwan sees a current. And if that current continues to flow into cloud infrastructure, data centers, and software innovation, the multiplier effect could be far stronger than external models anticipate. In that case, 2025 won't just be another year of growth. It may be the moment when Taiwan's economy is fundamentally re-rated, not because of hype, but because the underlying system has changed. Understanding the AI multiplier effect isn't just about forecasting GDP. It's about understanding why Taiwan keeps surprising the world and why traditional models struggle to keep up. When people ask why Taiwan matters in the global AI era, the answer isn't just technology. it's integration, it's spillover, it's compounding momentum. And that's something spreadsheets alone can't capture. Thanks for listening to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. If you found this episode useful, consider subscribing for more deep dives on Taiwan, startups, and global tech strategy. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, where I share deeper analysis, long-form essays, and behind-the-scenes thinking that doesn't always make it into the podcast. I'm White Shoe. Thank you for listening Taiwan Tech Dispatch. And I'll see you in the next episode.